Welcome to Living 757. As you can see, Ashley has the week off, but we have our beautiful friend Karen from Cooking from the Heart. Karen, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I am so excited to be here.
Are you really excited?
I really am.
I
know it's surprising, but I am.
Well, I don't know if you're as excited as the last time we saw her. You remember when we saw
Yes,
you last?
I do remember.
You were in the package where you were hang gliding. You were like in the sky. Now, welcome back to Earth. Karen, look. Yes, see, that was you. You got a chance to go up in the sky and have some fun. So catch us up on what's been going on with you.
Well, first, I just want to say, I want to get back to that. And that was the most incredible experience. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I do not like heights.
Really?
I won't even drive over the Jordan Bridge. Freaks me out.
I can't believe that you say that, Karen. You don't like height, and you were to do that. I would never do that.
Well, Barry, my co-host, wouldn't do it, so I had to. I took one for the team. We went a mile up in the sky, and we did like tricks and all kinds of stuff.
Really?
It was amazing. Felt so safe. They haul you up with this little plane, and then they kind of let you go, and you're flying. It's amazing. I would do it again.
They let you go and you're flying. That means that you are. That means that it's over. They let you go and you're flying.
It's lots of praying.
Yeah.
Beautiful that it was Karen, like a.
Yes.
It's just you in the air. It's nothing else protecting you.
No, I mean, but you're in the hang glider, so I figure it's like a parachute. You're already, if you're gonna fall, you're already in a safe situation.
Well, I'm out. For that reason,
I'm out too.
I am done.
I'm with you on this one, Quincy. I will be like the instructor or whoever's going. I will be like please, don't let me.
We are done, but not done like the food that you cook, because you also do what Cooking from the Heart. So you always have these cool recipes and always cool guests that shows us new ways to make different things. So tell us about that. Like, you got any cool episodes coming up?
Ooh, well, actually I do, but it's a surprise. So you're gonna have to wait to find out. But I am so lucky. I get to do my two favorite things. I get to travel. I get to cook for work. Not a lot of people get to do that, and now I get to be with you guys.
Well,
yes.
I mean, there's some drawbacks.
Appreciate it. We certainly
Yes,
appreciate
we're
it.
so happy that you are filling in for Ashley today. And for those that you don't know, we just talk about Destination Virginia and Cooking from the Heart. There are our sister shows, and you can catch up them on Channel 60. Yes.
Yep.
That's good. So now, big shout out to the ODU because they won the homecoming game last week. I think you and Ashley were there, right?
Yeah. I think it was a few weekends ago now.
A few weeks
but
ago.
they won and they invited us, so we'd like to thank you guys again for inviting us out as a show to your homecoming parade. It was pretty cool. We got a chance to see some pretty cool people out there. You were out celebrating a birthday, okay? So she couldn't be there. I put air quotes around that. She was in Miami celebrating. But
I saw the video, and you have the chance to experience and share with the beautiful people here in the 757.
Hold up, I almost lost my voice. I know I was out there, talking so much. Like, check this video clip out.
Quincy Farmer. That was a terrible throw. Oh my gosh, it smells even better. I can't throw either. That's why I've thrown very few bags of candy.
We are everything. Everything on the 757 is what this show is, all right? All right, cool. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all tuning in to Constantine 60? Didn't do it this week. All right, catch our show. Yeah, I was having a lot of fun talking to people.
What's happening with
I
your
bet you kept
skills?
most of that candy.
Huh?
You were like,
I
one
was
for
actually,
you, three for me.
No, I was actually, because some people, they were just getting candy thrown at them, and you would just see piles of it on the ground. And so I got to the point where I'm asking them, and I'm saying, do you need that candy? Can we have that candy back so we can keep throwing more candy out?
You want to keep those candies?
Yeah,
I know why you kept
but
them.
a lot of fun. Big shout out to all the folks that was out there, and of course they all wrapped it up with ODU winning. So shouts out to you guys, and we had a lot of fun. And shouts out to the driver of that truck, our camera guy Nick.
Good job,
No
Nick.
sudden stops, no sudden goes. So it was just a lot of fun. So shout out to Nick.
Well, it looks like you guys are having a great time, and you had so much fun with Ashley, who sadly is not here today. Well, I'm kind of excited, but we do miss her. But in her honor, I figured we have to talk about Bob.
Bob who?
Bob
the builder? Bob the minion?
Bob the 13-foot great white shark that has been spotted off the coast of Virginia, which is why I'm not going to the beach. But I know Ashley loves sharks, and she would be in that water. That is way worse than hang gliding.
Did you say a 13-foot?
13-foot great white shark.
13 foot.
That can eat you
OMG.
quickly.
So I'm assuming the person that spotted the shark is no longer with us. Hold on, that's not the shark, is it?
I don't know, but is
That
that
is a-
Ashley?
are you
Stephens?
kidding me?
Oh,
That's Bob?
That's Bob.
Oh my gosh, see,
That
no.
is Bob.
No.
And look how the
Why
guy
is
just
he got a
happily,
shark?
he just
Why is-
happily jumped in the water. So why do you think
Bob.
they call it Bob?
Because that's what happens to the body after Bob gets to you. It just kind of bobs in the water.
Kind of floats in by. That was good. That was something that Ashley would
moment.
have said.
Oh, she would have.
That is
No.
scary.
Oh,
See,
gosh,
Ashley
no.
would be in love right now if she was watching that
No.
Yes.
on the monitor. And yeah, that's a little scary.
Very,
so,
very
but
scary.
so they didn't do anything bad to Bob. They just probably
No, we're
tagged
just
him and
tracking him to make sure that you stay away when you know Bob's nearby.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't like. Oh, look at the track.
Ooh,
You're
where's
right,
Bob
right.
now?
So,
Was-
so that's how they track where he goes, and I guess at different parts of the summer and
Yeah.
all this stuff.
That is awesome. But I don't like sharks, you know that.
Yeah.
I'm very scared. And that looks like a nightmare to me. But I prefer to dream like Pharrell Williams. You know, Pharrell Williams, everybody knows him. Now he's coming with this new nonprofit organization, Mighty Dream Forum. He is planning to do this and host this in this beautiful city of Norfolk from November 1st to November 3rd. It's going to be a lot of people talking on these panels. He invited a lot of people. He wants to help through education, speakers. They're going to be talking about finance, and it's completely for free.
Yeah.
This is amazing. And of course, you can find more information at www.mightydreamforum.com. So it's a great, great event here in our own city that you have
shouts
the
out.
chance
Yeah, it's fantastic.
to enjoy this for free, completely free.
Shouts out to Pharrell, always trying to do impactful things right here in Hampton Roads area. Now, I know that there's going to be a lot of, maybe celebrities, which means a lot of nice cars. And if you get into cars, on November the 5th, okay, at Hall Chevrolet over there on Western Branch in Chesapeake, they're going to have the Custom Car Show and Fall Festival. So, if you got a Chevy, you can be a part of it. Now, this is some of the cool things that they're going to have. Obviously, they're going to have like hot dogs and all types of food and stuff out there, but they're going to have Best in Show, Best Ford Built. Hold up, this is a Chevy thing. They got Ford Built, then they got
Are you
Chevy.
going to take your truck?
It's inclusive.
No,
It's all about
no.
inclusion.
Are you going to take your, excuse me, not your truck, your Corvette?
No, I'm keeping that baby in the garage, okay? That's not, because actually that's the place where I got my car from, was Hall
really?
Chevrolet. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Pretty cool story. So, but if you guys are looking to do that, it's like a $25 entry, and that includes food and a voucher as well. So you guys should go out there on November the 5th and enjoy that. Vroom, vroom.
Yeah, hand me
Yes,
a food.
vroom, and food, music, nice cars.
Yep.
And speaking of cars, buckle up because we have a great, great, great show today for you guys prepared, and including me learning how to play basketball at YMCA.
Then we're getting real with a survivor of reality TV.
Oh, wow. And when it comes to TV, there's an awesome TV series based on right here in Virginia. But first, Christmas and holidays are coming up, and somebody needs a gift, a redesigned bathroom. Stick around and see how you can get that. We're just getting started right here on Living 757. Stay right there.
Welcome back to Living 757. We are having so much fun today and doing a little bit of work. And if you're like me, after a long day at work, there's nothing like going home and soaking in a nice hot tub. But what if your tub has a crack in it, or even worse, mold? Ugh. Well, luckily in our studio today, we have the perfect person who's gonna help us fix all of those issues. From West Shore Homes, welcome Brian Keeler.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Brian.
Thank you for coming, and we are very excited to talk to you about all of this stuff. Now, right now, there are so many people that do have these problems, but inflation's happening and budgets are tight. How can you help them when they need help with their bathrooms?
Yeah, absolutely. So everything that we do is meant to be fast and convenient, right? And easy on your budget. That's big right now as well. So we have plenty of flexible funding options that we can get in there. We can do something with the space, whether there is a crack or mold or other underlying issues, and we can make it not break the bank.
Oh, that's great.
Not breaking the bank now. Ooh, that's always tough.
Yeah.
Because you guys have very popular products that people like to choose. So
Definitely.
can you talk about those products that are
Yeah,
the best?
absolutely. We have plenty of upgrades that we can do, right? Right now we're doing laser etched tile, which is very, very popular.
What does that look like?
So
Okay. So
yeah. So what you see there is something that's got a little bit of texture on it, just like the laser etched tile. This is a really, really cool product. So basically what they do is they take our virgin acrylic that we use, throw it in a little machine, and they do laser etching. So you can do things like subway tile, you can do a larger cinder block pattern, you can do a lot of different options that we have.
Wow.
Now, is that mostly decorative, or is that for like slipping and stuff too?
So that right there is decorative.
Okay.
So we're talking about the walls now, the acrylic walls. Now the bases themselves are meant to be slip resistant. They're actually textured so you step on it and your foot displaces the water. So it's really, really safe.
Unless your wife uses some type of oil moisturizer on the inside, and then I get up and I'm like just being a regular.
Hey, that's why we give you the grab bars, right?
You know what? I missed that. And I could have easily grabbed the bars, and you were correct. I have two of them,
There
and I
you
didn't
go.
use none of
I
them.
thought you had those slip-proof feet, Quincy, which heard so much about your feet.
You know what? I really need to get those checked.
You do.
Yeah, so pretty cool.
So what are some of the main concerns that people call you about?
Yeah, so there's a few, right? You named a couple at the top there. We have mold and mildew, difficult to clean spaces, old tub, old tile, issues with the grout and the old tile. Accessibility is another one. People getting in and out of a tub with about a 15, 16-inch threshold, it's really, really difficult for you to get in and out of, especially without those grab bars that we just talked about.
Yeah, very important, and safety is obviously the most important
The
thing.
bathroom can be the most dangerous place in the home. A lot of people don't know that. Statistically, there are more falls, there are more hospitalizations in the bathroom than any other room in the house. And so that's really why we focus on accessible products that are safe.
Yeah, and I like how you guys are, obviously not just, providing something cool for the customers to have aesthetically, but you're also focused on being safe as well. So let's get into the meat of it now. You guys got some pretty cool specials that's going out there. I know the holidays are coming up. Brian.
Yeah, we do. So we actually just finished our Guarantee by Thanksgiving promotion. Now we're going to do another one for the other holidays. So we've got one coming up. You can call now, get a standard product that we do, and we have it guaranteed that it'll be installed before Christmas.
Guaranteed to be installed before Christmas,
like
or
that.
what?
Or it's free.
Or it's free.
Yeah.
So I can call today, and if it's not done today, I get it free.
Well, before Christmas.
So when you have your party,
You're trying to get me. I saw
you
you
guys have
there.
a nice bathroom to use. It's for your Christmas party.
No,
It's very important.
They're,
You want-
they're not going to use that bathroom. every time you got to have people to have their own spot. So thank you so much for
true.
stopping by. Is there anything that you feel like you have to let the customers know that you may
Yeah,
have
so in
left out?
addition to that great promotion, we're doing a 50% off installation right now, which is
Wow.
a great promotion. In addition, some of those flexible funding options, we have an 18-month same as cash option, which is fantastic. Means you're not going to be paying anything until the middle of 2024.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
So there's
Isn't that
no
great?
excuse.
Exactly.
Get your bathrooms.
Yes, definitely get your bachelor's done. And thank you very much, Brian with West Shore Homes. Thank you guys for coming through once again and giving us some great tips on how to improve that bathroom for the holidays coming up. Yeah.
Anytime.
Thank you. Now, it's always cool to watch a transformation happen, okay? You always get a chance to see that. Even when you get a chance to witness our very own Patricia go from the glitz and glamour of wearing the high heels to becoming a basketball star. What? Guys, it's Patricia being Patricia. Perfectly Patricia.
Perfectly.
Hey guys, today I'm here at the Victory Family YMCA in Yorktown and I'm gonna be practicing my jump shot.
We have a special guest. Her name is Miss
Patricia!
How are you guys? Woo!
Miss Patricia, you can't play in boots.
Why not? They're so pretty. Look, why I cannot play with my boots? I'm gonna lose my powers if I take them off.
You can't play with boots.
I can't? Oh, so what I have to do now?
Keep your boots on.
I can?
Keep them to sneakers. Keep them on.
Yes?
Keep them on.
Okay, how about if I go and change and I come back with my sneakers? Can I play after that?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So I'll be back. Wait for me.
We will.
Okay, let's go. Yes, now I'm ready.
All right.
Hey, how about now? If this is better?
Much better, much
Did I
better.
pass? Okay,
All right.
good job. I'm ready to play,
All
coach.
right, are y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yeah!
Oh, come on, I need a little more than that. Y'all ready? Yeah! There we go, All right. We're gonna high knees to me, okay? High knees to me.
Okay,
When I say go,
so you can put your hands
on
here.
your mark,
Boom.
get set, go! Run, 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 run! Run, run, run! There we go, good. Good job,
My
good
workout
job.
for today.
Who knows how to play red light, green light? Raise your hand. Green light! Go, go, go!
Green light.
Red light! Let me see what your game face looks like. Yeah, show me your game face. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, good job. All right, so
Yes.
we're gonna go one by one. We're gonna do what is called a layup, okay? Let's go fast, man. Let me see.
Good
Oh!
job.
Oh! There you go.
Okay, I'm coming next. You wanna go? You wanna go next? Go next. You go next. You don't wanna go? You don't wanna go? No? Okay, I'm going next. Okay.
Watch
Let's see
Miss
if I can make
Patricia.
it.
Watch Miss Patricia.
Yes.
Watch Miss Patricia. Oh, that was close. That was close. 1, 2, 3. Get it, get it. This way, this way, this way. This way, this way. Oh, good pass. Oh, good pass. He shoots. Oh.
So close.
Did you have fun?
Yes!
There we go, there we go, there we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go, good. There you go, go, take it, take it.
Coach, we just finished the class. Am I ready to be a pro?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? I run with the kids. I play. I learn everything you say on the field.
You kept up, you did keep up.
Let's talk about the programs that you have at YMCA of the Virginia Peninsulas.
So we have 2 different types of programs. The first program is instructional basketball. That's for the beginners and even the people who have been playing. If they want to work on their game, that's the perfect place for them. Then we also have our regular basketball league, which is YMCA versus YMCA. And they compete and they battle it out to the end. That's very exciting. And it's from ages 3 all the way up to 11.
That is amazing. What do you mean, 11?
Yeah.
What, I cannot play?
No.
Oh, okay, I'm scared because I've been training so hard today. So I need to join the league. Well, thank you so much for having me today. It was so much fun.
Thank you, we enjoyed it, thank you.
If anyone wants to join the basketball program, you can sign up on the website. Believe me, these classes are slam dunk. Okay, I have a great time with the kids, with the coach. Thank you so much to YMCA. It's super hard to keep it up with those boys. Like running, I never played
You
basketball
were a little rough
before.
with them, Patricia. I mean, I've never seen that type of that was NBA style defense that you were
No, I
playing.
was
Shoving,
trying-
elbowing kids. I saw that.
I was trying to get the ball for once so I can score, but yeah.
Yeah,
And you had that mini me too, holding onto your leg.
yeah, like
Yes.
you encouraged the little young lady. Do you remember her name at all?
No, I don't.
Yeah, but she
remember.
was stuck
She
on
was
you.
so
She was-
beautiful.
yeah.
She was like, Miss Patricia, I'm gonna follow you wherever you go. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, but we need to play basketball. And she was like running next to me, grabbed me from her hands. And she was beautiful. Everyone, it was wonderful. Thank you so much. And then if you want more information about the basketball program, go to YMCA and check their website because it's amazing. It's very nice.
So I do have to ask you because I definitely have basketball skills, So now, when I went to go ride a motorcycle, then you wanted to go ride a motorcycle. So now you're showing off. Like, so now me and you got to go one-on-one.
We have
That's
to,
what we are
yes.
going to do. Go one-on-one on the basketball court.
Of course.
Okay.
Do you think I'm gonna run away from you? I'm all in, Quincy.
No,
Let's make it interesting.
Yeah, Pinky.
We ride
I don't even know what
ride
that
bikes
means.
together. Now we're gonna play basketball together.
That's-
We'll see who's gonna win.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up next, we have to go a commercial break, but we have Desi, our former Miss Virginia, sharing her incredible journey with all of us. Don't go anywhere right after the break.
Welcome back to Living 757, guys. When you are passionate about encouraging and also helping others to reach their full potential, plus you've donned the crown of Miss Virginia, you're probably like our next guest, and you probably have a lot of people who look up to you. So let's welcome reality TV star, author, and also actress, Dr. Desi Williams to the show. How you doing, Dr. Desi?
I am great. So good to be here. So good to see you again after so many years.
Likewise, I was going to say, I don't even think she'll remember me, but you did, and it was a great comedy show, right?
It was a great show. Yes, yeah. My good
Yeah,
friend Chris
so-
Spencer, I think, was performing. Yeah, always a good time.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you coming back on the show, and you donned so many hats, but most notably, like I mentioned, you were Miss Virginia in 2013, and then Miss Virginia USA in 2016. First of all, what's the difference between the two, and what was that competition like?
I never know if I should give the politically correct answer or like the real answer. So I'll start with politically correct. Technically, Miss Virginia is a scholarship organization. They don't like to be called a pageant, whereas Miss USA is definitely a pageant. So the way it was described to me early on in my pageant career is like Miss Virginia, you can, if you like squint and turn your head, you're like, I could see how she's pretty, but she's definitely smart. Whereas Miss Virginia USA, like they care about face, body, hair, in that order.
Okay, all
So
right.
it-
Yeah, so that embodies it all, huh? Pun intended.
yeah,
Now,
yeah. So I gave you both
pretty-
the politically correct.
pretty
and-
cool. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward, okay, you're on a couple of reality TV shows, okay, reality TV competition shows like Survivor and also most recently The Challenge, right? So is there a big difference between competing on those shows and also competing in like a pageantry?
There is very little that's similar. Obviously, the world of pageantry is very glamorous. We're spending a lot of money to make ourselves look as good as possible at all times.
Yeah.
Obviously, Survivor, we have none of those luxuries. You don't even have a mirror the entire time you're on the island. So we have no idea what we look like. We are literally fighting for our lives every day. Like
Yeah.
every bit of starvation you see on Survivor is real. It's like a super real reality show. Of course, on the Challenge USA, we do have the opportunity to put on makeup from time to time, but definitely a lot grimier, a lot more cutthroat than pageants.
Well, so let's talk about really surviving really both of those shows, because like, did you have to eat crazy things? Like, what was the weather like and all the challenges in that?
Yeah, so they were both like weather-wise, the weather was kind of mild, but even though the Challenge USA were living in a compound, there was still no central AC or central heating. So really it's like day by day. Some days you're freezing, other days you're burning up. And you just kind of have to roll with the punches and try to keep a smile on your face and not let the other competitors think that you're weak in that moment. But it's funny, actually, when people ask me if I've ever tried escargot, I always tell them the story that like on the Survivor Island, you're literally trying to eat whatever you can.
Right.
And I remember one day we went around and like started pulling snails off rocks, like just anywhere we could find snails. And we heated that up over our fire, and that was our dinner for the night. So that was how I tried escargot for the first time.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that to be my first experience on national TV as well. But I have to ask you this because on Survivor, you were voted off. Okay, so that was fair. But then on The Challenge, something or someone caused you to not win. You care to share that story really quick?
Yeah, it's a tough story.
Is it still tender?
to share. Yeah, yeah, still a dagger in the heart because I made it way further on the challenge and I made it on Survivor. I was at the end. It was in my head that I was going to do whatever it took to win the finale.
Yeah.
But then the way the show was set up, you had a partner, and the finale was divided into I think 5 different segments. And in the very first segment, we were thrown into a lake in Patagonia and told to swim ashore.
Yeah.
I got paired with the one guy still left on the show who couldn't swim. Like 5 minutes in, he totally chickens out. He quits. And by default, I am disqualified because my partner is disqualified. So $250,000 gone just like that.
Yeah, I'm sure you unfriended him real quick. So moving
I am
on.
still waiting for my gift basket to apologize.
Well, you know, our time is short here. I wish we had a little bit more time, but I have to ask you, you have ties here in the Hampton Roads area. Anything that you have that's coming up that you want to share with the audience and how people can find you?
I'd love to get back to 757. I am still very sad I did not make it to Hampton's homecoming last weekend because it has been blowing up social media. But yeah, I live out in LA now. I own a mobile physical therapy and occupational therapy business. I also have a couple of shows in the works. I can't disclose what they are yet, but follow me on social media at Desi J. Williams, and I've got a lot of exciting things in the pipeline.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Desi, for stopping by. Good to see you again, and keep doing great things, homegirl.
Yeah, so good to see you. Take care.
All right. Well, you know, being passionate about things that help people is something very important, just like the person that Patricia is, and also Karen is getting ready to talk to.
That's right, Quincy, our next guest. She is passionate about what she do here in Hampton Road. Let's welcome to the show, Winter Savage to the show. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you guys?
We're so excited to have you. I love your green boots and your green hat.
Thank
the
you
matching
so much. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
Well, you are the CEO of the Fashion for Awareness. What does your organization do?
Okay, so my organization brings awareness to people through fashion. We also assist high school seniors with going to prom, and we create informational documentaries to bring awareness to certain issues throughout the community.
Wow, now I understand that currently you're focusing on human trafficking, or that's one issue you want to bring awareness to. Why did you choose that?
Well, I don't know if you guys know, but the 757 is a hub for human trafficking, and about 80% of young ladies are human trafficked right here in the Hampton Roads area. And I just wanted to bring awareness to that by creating a short docuseries and by also creating a fashion collection to highlight the survivor.
So how do you come up with this idea? Like, how do you combine both of them, like the Fashion for Awareness, and at the same time try to help this topic that is very, very important, human traffic?
That's a great question. I actually went to school for social work, and going to school for social work actually made me want to care more about what happens to people and how they kind of deal with their trauma. Mm-hmm. So to do that, I actually decided to do it through fashion. I think fashion is a way to kind of just help people's self-esteem, help their confidence, and kind of help them feel good. And you know the old saying, when you look good, you feel good. Absolutely.
Yes, I love that one.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Now, how specifically does fashion work, or how are you using fashion specifically to bring awareness?
Okay, so what I do is, like, depending on what the topic is, I create a collection designed just for that social cause, to kind of bring a call to action, to help people have those uncomfortable conversations. But this particular collection is going to mean a lot to the community and to me myself because it highlights the survivor that basically survived the traumas that they went through, but necessarily didn't get their flowers. So now this gives me an opportunity to show a survivor scope of human trafficking, showing a person who's actually been through it and where they are now versus hearing their sad stories or getting them to relive their trauma. I want them to be motivation for someone else who may be going through the same issues and might just need that light at the end of that dark tunnel. Mm-hmm.
I love what you just say because I think it's very important to address these issues. How do you come up with the kids? Like you choose, would you go to choose the stories? How do you do the research for the series that you are working on?
So actually, I pay attention to what's going on in the community. I was actually doing some research on foster care, and I noticed that there's a high level of foster children who are actually human trafficked. And it was just very, very interesting to me, and it made me want to kind of learn more. So by learning more, I said, you know what, maybe this is time for me to create a fashion collection around that, you know? So that's what I initiated doing.
And I imagine that you have learned so much with producing these episodes. What have you learned that's been surprising to you about trafficking?
I've learned that boys are victims as well. You know, I've learned boys are victims, and I also learned that as a individual in the community, all we have to do is keep our ears and our eyes open, and that actually can help with certain situations we see that are not of the norm. You know, so I just feel like being part of the community, basically just having a voice, you know, and again, highlighting those people who have survived it and looking at them as advocates has kind of taught me that people can get through their traumas, you know. I think what happens is we're so focused on what happened to you versus what did you do with what happened to you. You know, there's such thing called, there's things that we go through in trauma that make us deficient, and then there's things that happen that make us an asset to the community. So I feel like being able to highlight the survivor creates an asset to the trauma versus a deficiency to the trauma, making them relive things over and over again.
If it's anything that you can tell parents or someone that is watching right now, like any advice or any tips that you can tell the community, okay, watch for these specific points, and maybe that child or that boy can be is suffering from human traffic or something that is like a signal that you can see as a parent.
For example, them acting out in school, them basically not having any interest in things that they used to have interest in, them being very secretive, or, you know, maybe disappearing for a certain amount of days. It's so many things, or not having the self-esteem that they need. So that person coming to them saying, oh, you're so beautiful, or you're so handsome, those things can make them perhaps vulnerable. I think people who are trafficked, basically the trafficker looks for those vulnerable signs, you know, those signs of someone that's not from an area, or those signs of a person who may have their shoulders down or their head down, things of that sort, to kind of play out on their vulnerability.
Wow. Thank you so much, Winter. This is a great information, Karen. We love what you're doing. If people want to reach out to her and find more information, you have a website that you?
I do. You can go to our Facebook at Fashion for Awareness, or you can follow us on Instagram at Fashion for Awareness, and follow me at Winterize You.
Well, thank you so much.
We really look forward to seeing what your organization does in the future. And you at home, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to learn how truly strong the human spirit can be. So stay tuned.
Welcome back to Living 757. Karen, we are both moms, and we know how difficult can be parents these days.
Especially during the teenage years.
That's right. And our next guest, she's here to share her incredible story with us. Let's welcome to the show, author of I Broke Out of Prison, Ruatira Rogers. Welcome. How are you?
Yay! Hi! How's everybody? Thank you.
Yes, we're so excited to have you with us because you have an incredible story that you want to share with our audience here on Living 757. But first, you wrote in your book like your experience as a beautiful disaster. Can you tell us about a little bit more about that?
Yes. Well, you know, a lot of things happened to me when I was younger due to my environment, what I was raised around, and what I was taught. I grew up pretty fast as a youngster. And so I put my hands on some things. I got out there in the world. I joined some things. I committed crime. I actually grew up to start living a life of crime due to the things that happened in my life to me. So growing up as a youngster, in your head or in your mind, you pretty much think that's okay. So yes, I got involved with robbery. I was addicted to drugs, narcotics. I sold drugs, crack cocaine, marijuana. I got into lots of fights. I was a gangster. I joined a gang. I had a rough upbringing due to my environment, but there's a good part about this.
Well, it sounds like you have been through so much, but I've got to know the title of your book, I Broke Out of Jail. Are you like literally break out of jail, or is this like an emotional prison?
I'll tell you what, everything I just said, and at the age of 21 years old, I got a miracle. I got a miracle in jail. I got a miracle in jail. My life flashed before my eyes. My back was up against the wall. And I had this miracle experience with God. And so, yeah, so I came out with the book many years later called I Broke Out of Prison. So it details everything that happened to me. And I'm holding up the book in French. The French version was just recently launched out. This is the I Broke Out of Prison book right here. And so, yeah, and I talk about all of that in my book.
Well, I'm amazed by your story because I think this is great for other kids, like maybe they are going through the same situation, and how you make these different episodes that happen to your life, and you overcome all of them and become with all this. I know you use your platforms to help others. Can you tell us a little bit more? How can people see this work that you are doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Due to me turning my life around, and now instead of doing corrupt or bad things in the community, I'm now giving back. I am now doing good things for the community. I give away grocery sacks to needy families in the same apartments that I grew up in with my mom. I do have my homeless events. I was once homeless, so now I'm reaching back to be a blessing to the homeless. I run an Angel Bag Project campaign. So the homeless, they'll get bags, they get prayer. I talk to them about God and minister to them, and they get clothes and different type of donations. Not only that, I give back to the prisoners. So I am Department of Correction badge, where I go in and share my powerful testimony of what happened in my life to the inmates at the very prisons that I was locked up in. And so not only that, there's other things. I do have an Angel Christmas program where kids who have a parent or guardian that's locked up, locked away, they get brand new toys for Christmas. And there's other things that I do. It's on my website, ibrokeoutofprison.com.
Rachia, I love everything that you are doing. I think it's amazing. We need more people like you that, they come up with these positive situations when something happened at your own young age. I love what you're doing. So, yes, this is amazing.
A truly strong person. Keep it up. That is fantastic. You have been through a lot, and it sounds like your story, your life story that you've been sharing with us could be easily a movie or maybe even a television series. And I don't know, Quincy, I think maybe our next guest could help her out with that.
Thank you so much, Rachia, for being with us. Thank you.
What do you think,
Yes,
Quincy?
thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies. Now, one thing I do know is that it's really cool to be part of a cool TV series, right? Because you get involved in it, and then you just kind of left hanging on the edges to see what's next. Just like our next guests, they have this new TV series called Virginia, the series. So we'd like to welcome to Living 757, Issa, Mark, and also Lou. Welcome, guys, to the show.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us. Appreciate you.
Thank you guys for being on the show. Y'all are very suave gentlemen. I appreciate you stopping by.
We try.
So Issa, I'll start with you. You've been in film for a while, as a director. But tell us about this. Tell us about this series, because it's got some action, it's got some drama.
Yeah, it has all that, plus twists and turns and scandals. And what I like to do is what the series, when you watch it, you'll see a lot of the 757 things in there.
Okay.
But it's filled with drama and suspense and twists and turns.
Yeah, well, that's what the 757 has. Is
Yeah,
drama,
exactly.
Suspense,
Twists and turns.
and twists and turns. So, Mark, I'll go with you next. So, in this series, you are the
the ladies' man in it.
Well, I was going to say the lead, but you're very narcissistic about that. So let's just talk about you being the ladies' man. Okay, so did you have to really get into character, or are you really suave like that, bro?
Well, I better not get too deep because my wife will be watching. But yeah. But yeah, no, I really, probably from past history of being a young man and growing up, took some of that experience and brought it to reality now. So
brought it to reality.
Yeah, reality from back in long time ago.
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
So she is mad. She is definitely mad. Okay, so you had to get into the character, but it was kind of helpful with some of the experiences that you had.
Yes.
Okay, so with every lead character like a superhero, that's kind of what you may be. You got to have a hater, and so that's to your right there. Lou, let's talk about your role. Like, you are the they call it the antagonist, the bad person.
That's good.
It's a big word for me, but tell them what you mean to this series.
Honestly, I have an issue with Mark because he's light-skinned. Wesley Snipes led the way for the dark-skinned brother, and honestly, he needs to know. But seriously, I play Victor, his nemesis, his antagonist, if you will, and I'm trying to bring him back down from where he's climbing to.
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, you are really truly hating on him. Now, you as the person behind everything, Issa, how did you cast these guys?
Easy. I know Mark from a while ago when I was young, and I knew he did some stage plays in the area. And so when I moved to LA, when I came back, I reached out to him to try to get him on board. And I met Lou. We've been knowing each other for a while, and we just wanted to kind of just work with each other, and we finally did on this project.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh wow, wow. So you got a great TV series. Now, we also like to have some fun on the show.
Okay.
And we got a little extra time to have some fun. Are y'all with that?
Hey, let's do it.
Cool. Well, y'all don't know what the fun is just yet. So you were talking about how your wife, is probably going to be mad at you. So you must have some old school pickup lines that you are good at. So let's have a little fun with the ladies' man here, the lead actor, right? And let's do some cool pickup lines, right? So each of us, we're going to, have a pickup line, and then we're going to have to read it in a certain style. So whether angry, emotional, anything, we don't know, but that's what's on these cards right here, okay? So each of you will grab one. So let's see what the first pickup line, and each of us have to say the same line, but we'll say it in a different style. Okay, so this pickup line is, I hope you know CPR because you just took my breath away. That is corny, but we are going to read this. All right, so I'll go first.
Okay.
And I'll read mine, and then when we read it, we got to read it to camera 3 right here. Okay, so, all right. Okay, you ready? Here I go. I don't know if you know CPR, but girl, you just took my breath away. End scene. Okay, so that was my panicky. I read it in a panicky mode. That was good. That was panicky.
Good.
Okay, so do you remember the pickup line? It was I don't know if you know CPR, but you took my breath away. Okay, so you.
Okay, it's my turn.
All right, Mr. Director.
This is funny.
All right, so this is bubbly.
All right. Hey guys, I don't know if you know CPR, but something's gonna happen.
It
took my breath away. And I'm excited about it.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like that bubbly. Just like I didn't like my panicky.
I know,
okay.
right?
All right, Mr. Ladies Man, Mark. All right.
This is
See what you gonna do.
I don't know if you know CPR, but you took my breath away.
I would have seen this.
Hold up. This is Ditzy. Oh, this should be good, Mr. Suave. Okay, so you're gonna be reading to that camera right there.
Okay. I don't know if you know CPR, but it took my what do you call it? My breath away.
That is very ditzy. Okay, you didn't even look at the person that you were singing. You were sitting there. All right, cool. All right. So you, Lou, the antagonist, the hater on the TV series. I don't know if you know CPR, but you took my breath away. How are you reading this? What's your style? Devastated. Woo. All right.
I don't know if you know CPR, but if you do, you took my breath away.
Hold on, are you crying? Yeah, Tizzy.
He started crying.
All right. You know what I'm gonna do? Look, I want you to do this last one. Okay. All right, so let's do one more because we got less than a minute left.
Okay.
So let me see. I'd like to take you to the movies, but they don't let you bring in your own snacks.
Okay.
What?
All right, am I ready?
All right, this is Sleepy.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
I don't know if we're gonna go to the movies, but you know what? They don't let me bring in snacks.
You know
And
what?
I'm
That was you're very awake, sir. Before we get out of here, tell the people how they can watch this awesome TV series, man.
Awesome. All right.
In the same thing, real quick.
Is it like sleepy? Okay.
10 seconds.
You can watch this. You can watch our series. You can go to YouTube, type in Virginia the series, or you can type in Esau Bolden's films. You can watch all the series. We have 7 episodes up there, so you can watch them there.
There you go. Thank you guys, Issa, Mark, and also Lou. Thank you guys for being part of the show, and thank you for having some fun, guys. We'll be right back after the break. We got the best singer in the 757, Jocelyn Best, coming up live. Stay right there.
Welcome back to Living 757. We have to close the show for today, but first, we're gonna welcome Jocelyn Best and her band. How are you, Jocelyn?
Hey. I'm doing great. How are you?
So excited to have you with us today. Tell us who is with you today.
Well, I have my keyboard player, Brandon Lamar.
Okay.
I also have my drummer, Doc Davenport.
Hey.
And my bass player, Michael Schultz Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the bass guy. All they do is move their shoulders. Yeah, we all like the bass. Now, Jocelyn, you were on, it was Pharrell's Netflix series called Voices of Fire. Now, how awesome was that? You were representing the 757. He was representing the 757.
Most definitely. It was an awesome experience. I got an opportunity to meet a lot of different artists from all over, and not to mention to be on Netflix.
Yeah.
So,
That's Dave Chappelle status. Right. Dave Chappelle status right now. Yeah, but you're just traveling and and performing everywhere. I think that's so cool that you got a chance to sing with a multitude of other different performers too.
Most definitely.
And Jocelyn, you all perform all over the 757. Where's the next big gig?
Well, next big gig will be November 4th at Legacy Live. And then also, right after Thanksgiving, November the 27th, it's a Jazzy Christmas.
Oh, yeah. It's a Jazzy Christmas. Yeah, a good friend and promoter of the event, Tyron Sr. She puts this event on, and it's going to be pretty cool. There it is on the flyer. I'm going to be the host, so it's going to be cool. But you're one of
Quincy
many.
also representing the 757, hosting the best shows in town.
I mean, along with Jocelyn, there's so many other beautiful musicians. They're doing Christmas, holiday type stuff. So it's going to be awesome, and we cannot wait. It's going to be in Norfolk at the Chrysler Museum of Art. So we'll be working together again, shoulder to shoulder.
Yes, we will.
Well, we cannot wait to hear you. Where can people find you?
Well, you can find me on Facebook. My first and last name is spelled Joselyn. Last name is Best, B-E-S-T. You also can visit my website, www.jocelynbestenterprises.com. I also have all my upcoming events on my website as well. So.
We'll go ahead. Well, you know what? You can go ahead and get into position so you and your band can get ready to play, and we'll get ready to close this show out so we can hear your beautiful voice.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
That's right, Quincy. And before we say goodbye, thank you so much, Karen, for filling in today for Ashley that she's on vacation.
It has been so much fun. And Ashley, don't rush on my account. Take your time if you want to stay a little longer.
She did an amazing job, yes. Don't forget also to follow us on Instagram and Facebook under Living 757.
Under Living 757. And also, if you want to send us any suggestions, if you want to try to be a guest on the show, you can reach out to us, share at living757.com. And I do have to say, the next time you come on the show, Karen,
you have to bring some cookies.
Yeah, you got to bring some
food.
food.
It's always about the food.
It brings us food, like when we're doing pre-production, but you didn't bring none because you was on the show today.
I promise next time.
And don't forget also to follow Destination Virginia and Cooking from the Heart also on Channel 60 Cox. So yes, thank you once again, Karen.
Well, we'll leave you with Jocelyn Best with I Survive. Take care, y'all.
Going through the chapters of my life, looking back on what I've done, all my hurts and all my disappointments. sun.